Glad to have you with us from Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium in Greenville, North Carolina. Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ready to fire from the pistol. Keeps it moving, it's Lacey. A collision, and he's stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Guys, let's talk big picture East Carolina. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Pirates will send out the punt unit. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that. And he loses the football on the return. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
Hits inside, it's Smith. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Back to throw, it's Shepard. Rush right in his face. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long. Containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Turns it up. It's a fumble on the play. He picks it up, still on his feet.
What a great job by the defense.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Cuts it upfield. It's Lacey. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. They're going to ride this running back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gray. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Throwing, Williams. Looking to the big tight end. Out wide right, it's Hamlin. Open spaces. Touchdown, Pirates. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
That's a nice job by the offense there on their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Caught on the RPO.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Drops back. It's Shepard, keeping his eyes downfield. They get to him, and down he goes, and that's the danger of trying to take a shot on second and short. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the East Carolina offense out to start the drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got it in the middle. It's Hamlin. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. The Pirates trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Williams lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, East Carolina. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And they tacked on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Throws to the wideout. Right side, it's Bermudez. Oh, a lot of space. Running inside the 20. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Owls peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Trying the run, it's Smith. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
And I think this is the part of the field where your alert should go up. Like, the radar should go up. These touch passes, like, to get to the perimeter. You've got the middle really secure with bigger bodies and more people in the box. So, nice job by this defense, seeing the ball spit out wide to a playmaker, being ready for it, and getting him on the ground.
From the gun, it's Smith. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Pulls it. He'll pitch it. Not going to get there, and the decision to go for it on 4th down does not work.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Going with the counter play here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
The give to the back. Powers ahead, gets 4. He's down at the 10. At the end of quarter 1, let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Here's Williams to throw. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. Smith takes the handoff. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Training staff checking out this junior defensive tackle. We hope this is not serious, and he gets back in the fray shortly. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. The fake wants to throw. Touchdown, Temple! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He breaks a tackle. He's past the sticks.
Oh, what a great play call. Sneak in the draw. The defense clearly thinking pass, flying up the field. No, sir. A little handoff, a little sneak attack. Great play call.
They send the tight end in motion. The run inside. It's Allen. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They're working that left side. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. And the Pirates will snap it on 1st and 10. Williams fires immediately. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when
pressure is effective from the defense, they knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Yeah, that is a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Takes a hit as he fires.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Quick give. It's Smith. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Bermudez. At the 45 on his way. Lots of running room. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. In the red area, it's Smith. And he surges across the line. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
And they pay off the drive with a touchdown run, but what a drive. Almost the full length of the field, 98 yards. That's how you put a drive together when you're backed up on your own 2-yard line and get 6.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Pirates will get things started here on offense. That 14-point lead is gone, and now they'll try to get back on top with a scoring drive here. They put the brakes on it.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Burrowing for yardage. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on third down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the scoreboard.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Throwing, Williams. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Williams looking for a man. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Pirates will line up to punt it away. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Fresh set of downs going up top. Rushes on. Keeps it and gets the first down. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll move the wide receiver. On the move. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Temple lines up quickly. Back to pass on 2nd down. Complete on the left to Smith. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Extending the play. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Temple lining up to punt it away. Hauls it in at the 25. He's got great speed. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Tight end now in motion. Play fake, Williams. He's got it. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Pirates can really attack on this 2nd and short. On play action. Throws to the tight end. That's reeled in. It's Hamlet. Nice pickup. Gets it to the 20. They move the sticks, and they can still stop the clock.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the 2nd level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
Williams fires to the wideout. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Williams to the air again. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. Williams will pass. Unleashes to the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio with scores from around the country.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the Syracuse Orange. And it's the Mustangs engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen.
The Pirates will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Hey guys, the Owls head coach told me at the half, his biggest concern right now is how they are handling this very hostile environment. It was tough in the first quarter, and this crowd is making it even more difficult. They are loud, they are crazy, and his communication said they have to improve at the line of scrimmage, making sure they're getting into their run game, their RPOs, and being strong with all their communication. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Back to throw, it's Shepard on the move, trying to make magic with his feet. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the third down. And the Owls getting set on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Smith. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. They give it back to him. Quick spin on the run. And he's still running after the move. He's loose on the right. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Owls! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. The extra point here would tie the game. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the East Carolina offense out to start the drive. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. Looking for space, it's Lacey. Crosses the 30, breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Man, that D tackle has an explosive first step. He shot right out of his stance. He was in the backfield, and he was able to make the tackle for loss.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
They showed this run in the first half, right? You saw it. They loaded up on this side, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Pull some guys, run the counter the other direction to keep the defense off balance.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Here's Williams to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the Pirates will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The Temple offense heads out to start this drive. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Gets the 1st down. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up a big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Keeps it himself. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. Temple lining up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Could not make his way to the corner.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example thereof.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. Williams, they're all over him, and he gets it away.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Running inside, it's Smith. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Second down coming up. Out wide right, it's Clark. Breaks the tackle. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
The Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Shepard. Still looking. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit and nip. There.
And just having a guy that can continually make plays on the ground, it just opens up space for your running back, for your receivers, makes you defend the whole field, and it's not always big gains, but you've seen him today, man. It keeps the offense in positive situations with just little plays here and there, knowing he's a threat.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Got him on the RPO. There he goes. The 20. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Touchdown, Owls! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
Williams on the play fake. Finds his tight end. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Throwing, Williams, looking to the big tight end. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Hits inside. It's great. Gain of 9 on that one. Third down and short. He needs a yard.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Looking deep. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Second and long here. Delayed handoff. It's Allen. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6. Third and 6 yards to go. Williams throws for the tight end, and they won't make the connection going for the big play. The Pirates decide to punt it away. And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
The give is to Smith. Works his way for 3 and gets him out to the 5-yard line.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Shepard. Keeping his eyes downfield. He'll be stopped at the 15. It'll be a first down, and this defense misses an opportunity to keep them backed up close to the goal line. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get Hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have two hands on it this drive.
Makes the grab in their space. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his target. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. Temple lining up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Not a lot of room to field this one. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. The Pirates will get things started here on offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Gonna run it. It's Allen. Shakes off the defender. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Here's Williams to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just goes right through the wicket. Brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Lined up in the gun. Williams on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip. And they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Motion from the wideout. Caught behind the line. It's Chase. Quick step and go. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Owls. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this could be a scary unit.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Good, strong tackle.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Williams to throw for it on fourth. They'll wrap him up, and he is stopped well short of the first down marker. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll move the tight end. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. Bust through behind his pad. Gets it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
That was a reckless hit by the defender. The kickers are in a vulnerable spot, and they have to protect them. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Play action with Williams. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Flip it out to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
That's just a great job by the defense, winning early in the drive to set up a 3rd and long situation, and then...
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Throws to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And in a 2-possession game, they'll take a knee.